Not started shrinking at all yet. My first step is putting the film on the car, getting a basic cutout. I'm leaving a good overhang around all the edges that I possibly can. You'll notice on this one I did not have to remove the wipers. So I did remove these side panel pieces here, make my job a lot easier. So first step is wet this sucker down. Wet it down real good. This is a fresh wrap. Benzo Wraps wrapped it here in Modesto. And then he sold his customer an Exoshield for me. I appreciate that. Thank you, Benzo. So my first step, I'm going through, trying to get these side fingers pushed out. Want them all on the top here. And I've got a lot on the top, so I'm going to start working the top first. This one here looks like I can push it down and split it. No, it didn't quite split, just moved, so we're just going to start attacking. Heating from the back first. Slowly along that edge, getting it to start moving. Now we'll start working that material. Trying to get the genie to come out of the lamp. Try to get that smoke effect. Working the area just outside the finger and working the finger itself. Concentrating on this bottom piece in the back. Trying to get it to flex. And then one wipe through it, and I'm okay with that. Moving on to the next one. Don't overheat one area. Don't try to overheat it and make it go all the way at once. This isn't window tint. You bang a big finger, then you work it down to a small finger. Then you move on, then later on you come back and you hit the small fingers. And life's easy. You don't want to try to push the film farther if it's not ready for it. That one went down very good, you see. It's not ready for it, you just keep moving. Because you can toast the film. And then you'll be starting back over. And that's never fun, right guys? So you can see it's laying pretty good, and I've left a good overhang. So I'm just gonna keep on working and seeing if this goes away. This is that kind of big one that I've already worked once. I'm not pushing down hard with my hard card. I'm gliding right across. I'm okay with that. You can see this is becoming a monster over here though. So what I'm going to do now, grab my water. Because I can see that's all stuck. I don't want to create creases. Be careful when you're lifting up like this too, guys. You can leave a crease and it's all bad. It's never any fun when you get a big crease. Starting over. Sometimes you can get lucky and you can save it. Most of the times if you get a crease, you're starting over. If you burn it, you're starting over. If you cut it short, you're starting over. It's pretty unforgiving, but once you get used to working it, you'll be all right. Okay, here we are. See how this one came back up? We're okay with that though. We'll work it, work it, work it. I have not hit this one at all yet, so kind of a big one. You really see that film form. When it forms, you know you're doing your job. Leave that extra edge so you can work that edge. You can see it start to relax. That's when you know you can squeegee on through. That went really well. I like the way that formed down. Should be able to finish the job here. Good. Little riser coming back up there. Okay. Little guy here. Okay. We're going to leave those for now. We don't want to overwork the film all in one area. Means how we haven't worked the bottom at all yet. We're going to start down here. I always like to reach over, start in my middle, get that out of the way before I start getting tired. I can feel it's dry. I'm not gonna mess with that till I wet it. That's just acting funny because there's overhang right there. Not gonna mess with that too much more. Don't push it at the beginning. The beginning is just a rough form. Start doing a rough form. You're gonna just try to knock down fingers. Just knock some of that big stuff down. Once you start getting them down, that's when you can start concentrating on getting those small fingers out. See, that came back up real good. Okay? We're gonna be all right there. Wet this down one more time, move to the other side. Keep your eye on it, make sure it doesn't run out of space. Last time I was doing this, my camera shut off. I wasn't even aware. I ran out of storage. So I'd like to get the whole install on this one unedited, you know what I mean? Start to finish. One take. Can you refill this one with soapy water, please? Okay, so we've got our driver's side rough molded. Now we're stepping on over to the passenger side. We're gonna start knocking down some of these bigger fingers. I always like to go for my biggest fingers first. That means this giant. See if we can't get them to split up a little bit. Sharing is caring. Pass that stress over to this guy. And here we go. Concentrate on that edge. Wait for that movement. Once you feel that film, so you can see it start moving. Start giving you that smoke shape that you want. That's when you know you're doing your job molding. Concentrate down here. I can see all that tension it's got. Relax that edge. Get it to relax. One pass through. Okay? Let's move this guy. He's tired, he wants to lay down. But then again, you can see right in there how much tension he's got built up. Got to massage that edge, one pass through. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now we'll do this giant. See if we can't get him to, sometimes I can get him to split. And there we go. If you can get them to split them, makes life way easier. Take a big finger, turn it into a small finger, that equals a small problem. Concentrate on that edge. We know that we've worked this area a couple times, so we're going to be careful here. Try to get that to lay down there. One pass. Okay. We're okay with that. We're going to let that sit for a minute. We're going to move it on over here. See what's going on with this bad boy. See where his tension is and where we need to heat it. Looking very good, guys. Okay, see this over here? We're going to try to push that up out of our way. Okay, we don't want that big side finger. Don't stress about that either, that's nothing. We'll get this one down first. What's happening, bud?
Hey, how you doing, man? Just cleaning up the... Both of them already?
Yeah. Keys hanging right there, bro.
Alright.
You can do one of these Exo installs.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
Yeah, the windshield protection.
Nice.
Right on, bro.
Alrighty.
Have a good weekend, huh?
You too.
You going to graffiti tonight?
Yeah.
Sweet. What time does it start?
I think I heard 6.
Nice.
Yep.
Right on, bro. Enjoy it.
Alrighty.
I know what you guys are thinking. I probably should have broke that one down because I'm thinking it too. But don't worry, it will naturally break itself. See? It split itself up. I'm working it, trying to keep this edge, this corner up. If I get a small ones like this, I'm okay, but a big one across the side, I don't like those. I don't like those at all. You got that spray bottle refilled it for me, so. And everybody, this is my son. He's 15 and he enjoys helping me out in the shop. And he's learning the tricks of the trade. Yeah, that looks way better. See where we're at? Now that we get it wet and then we lay it back down, you can really see where we're at. Can you grab me a fresh towel just so we can wipe off this wrap, please? fresh wrap here. I know the water shouldn't hurt it, but if we can, we just want to make sure we keep it as dry as possible during the install. Here's a fresh one right here. And then we are just barely touching it with the rag. We're not even dragging. Just letting it coast across. Okay, I'm really happy the way this thing's forming out. We still recording?
Yeah.
Good? Just keep checking, guys. You guys know what happened the other day when the phone died right in the middle of the business, man. Very happy with that. I was thinking that was going to be a problem finger right by the windshield wiper, but I was able to knock it down and form two smaller fingers off to the side, which then I'm able to get a better angle with my heat gun over here to concentrate on that edge. You can mold the finger all day, but if you don't get a good heat on that edge, you'll never get it to lay down. I hear guys talk about using adhesive promoter on there. I've never had to. It's interesting. I'm sure maybe I'm like a Tesla or something when I had a really stubborn corner. You know, I've done the Model X's and never had to use the adhesive promoter. But my trick is just make sure you take your time. Don't rush the process, guys. Lawrence trained us, and he trained us well. If you went to Lawrence's training, he taught us all about this stuff, so there's nothing that we're going to see at our shop that we haven't seen in training. It's just glass, just a windshield protection. Make that genie come out the lamp for you, work it back down, right across those edges, one swipe through. Come back over to this bad boy. Get that genie to come out. I want 3 wishes. I'm going to be an Exoshield Superstar. So on this little stubborn guy, you see me check up on my squeegee right there. I felt it. It wanted to crease. So by far, do not go forcing your squeegee through there. It's not even a squeegee, your hard card. It is not a squeegee. Remember that. It is not a squeegee. We're not trying to squeegee it out all the water at this point. That's not what we're doing here. So run it softly, because if something happens like that, it was just a little bit dry down here, and that could have ruined my whole job. If I would have got a crease right there, I would have started over. So keep that in mind. We're running the hard card, but we're running it soft. We're finessing the film here. Okay, here we go. Go check that.
What?
Oh no, Yeah, make sure the door's locked. There we go. Was it locked or not?
No, I just locked it in there.
I think that's drive time. How's it going, buddy?
How you doing, man?
So this C8 Exoshield has been molded. I'm gonna get ready to install now. All right, everybody, welcome back. So we have molded our Exoshield for this Corvette C8. And now we are peeling the liner back. And then we will prep for install. So we peel it back from the corner, similar to window tint. Peel it back, making sure that we wet the whole thing down. Don't let anything touch this, is the adhesive side. Okay, laying the foam liner right back on it. Okay. Then I will go back over to this side. It's upside down, so this is really passenger side that I'm going to roll up from the passenger side because when I like to install from the driver's side. Oh, you got that for me? Nice tight roll. Nice tight roll, then we put that right over where it will not get contaminated. Don't even breathe on it. Okay, now we're gonna clean our windshield. This is our soapy water solution. This is what matters, guys. This is our last clean before we install. So any debris or anything that gets on the glass now is gonna show on the install. So make sure that you're using your Scotch-Brite pad, prepping the glass good. Once again, making sure that we avoid this fresh wrap so that we don't scratch it. We always make sure we avoid the paint, especially on a brand new wrap. The customer hasn't even seen it yet. So I've already Scotch-Brited before I started. Now I'm Scotch-Briting again. Just to make sure. When we put this on, nothing is underneath it. Okay, squeegee. We'll go once across the top. Make that twice. And 3 times. Okay, now we're up and over. Up and over. Okay, Jay, if you can bring a rag over, start hitting this panels that got soapy here. Okay. I like to do one more for safety. This one's alcohol water. And I've noticed when you clean once, you don't get that much contamination. When you clean twice, you get even less. So clean twice. Here, Scotch-Brite that side for me. Thank you. Here, that's twice clean. Now we're going to apply soap. Okay, we know we have a couple of side fingers from the mold. They were giving me a little bit of difficulty every time I would try to move them. So in that case, I leave them for when I install, and then I'll do a little hard carding heat gun with a paper towel when I install. So last time I'm getting it really wet. Any little debris that was on there is gonna go down. Really soak this part. The last thing we want is contamination due to not cleaning it. Okay, this is our back roll stage. So we've got our film that we've started filling our liner on. Now I'm back rolling this first edge, driver's side front edge. Start to get her lined up. Don't let that liner touch the film or touch the glass at all. Should be pretty close to lined up. How do you look over there?
Looking good.
More soap. So I really am lucky that I have my kid helping me out today. This helps. He's just gonna make sure that when I start to squeegee, right here and right here, stay lined up. Very important. So you come to this, are you on that side?
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you keep it lined up, even if you have to hold your finger there. Stay. Okay, so I knew I had a couple fingers, that's fine. I can fix that afterwards. Sometimes it's harder to fight it when you still have the backing on there than it is to just do it after you've got adhesive. There's a little excess right here that's not allowing out the way. Grab me my water, please. No spray bottle. And then the paper towel right there. So right here, I'm just gonna go over this one more time. And then I'm gonna dress these little fingers. I really want to address this one because it got kind of big. like this. Remember, without the backing paper, it heats up a lot faster. You'll burn it quick. So lay down pretty well. You can see just a couple of fingers on this side, a couple all around just to go around. That's easy touch up. Hard part is done. Don't mess it up now, don't burn it, don't rush. Don't rush. All right, everybody, this 2020 C8 is now protected with Exoshield. We got a very clean edge-to-edge install. The side edges got tucked underneath the pillar. The bottom edges went out really clean all the way up to the windshield cowling. Come around to this side so you can see too. Nice and clean. No contaminants that I can see on here. This stuff is actually in the window tint. That's on the inside.